Criminology study and evaluate the nature of crime and the offenders of those crimes. They seek to defend criminal behavior and the social and interpersonal discussion related to criminalize deviant behavior. Criminology study the nature and cause of crime and the criminals who commit them. They research the social and biological background of the criminal to determine common traits and assist law enforcement to better understand criminal behavior and prevent future crime.
The field of criminology seeks to understand and explain crime, with the subsequent goal of reducing its frequency and minimizing the severity of its negative impact. Criminology, working with the law enforcement, take a hard look at offenders, identifying their situation and motives along with the social impact, generation changes, and other trends. They also tap into ethics, investigating why people commit crime. Criminology study the nature and causes of crime and the criminals who commit them. They search the social, biological background of criminals to determine common traits and assist law enforcement to better understand criminal behavior and prevent future crime. They work with the law enforcement official to collect data and suggest method of crime. Intervention criminology helps create laws and policies aimed to reducing crime.
The three divisions of criminology. First, sociology law. The sociology of law is often described as a sub-discipline of sociology or an interdisciplinary approach within legal studies. Some see sociology of law as belonging necessarily to the field of sociology, but others tend to consider it a field of research cut up between the disciplines of law and sociology. Second is criminal etiology. The criminal etiology is considered as one among the most important sectors in study and research, dealing with criminality in general. So etiology analyzes and studies causal links between circumstances and different factors of criminality. And the last one is penology. Penology is a subcomponent of criminology that deals with the philosophy and practice of various society in their attempts to repress criminal activities and satisfy public opinion via an appropriate treatment regime for persons convicted of criminal offenses.
Scope of criminology. The scope of criminology includes perspectives on making laws, breaking laws, and societal reactions to laws being broken. Criminology studies crimes and deviance, often within the context of other social issues such as education, racism, poverty, and genders. As such, study within social science and broad. In RA 11131 governs the examination, registration, and licensures for criminologists, supervision, control, and regulations of the practice of criminology, standardizations and regulations of criminology educations, developments of the professional competence of criminologists, and integrations of all criminology progressional.
The origin of LEA, or Law Enforcement Agency. A law enforcement agency is any government organization tasked with upholding the law. Law enforcement deal with fine and stuff crime. According to this viewpoint, it's acknowledged that police officers have a big part to play with just the dealing with both familiar and well-known scenarios as there are domestic disputes as well as situations that are unexpected or unknown or around 300 BCE or before Common Era. Egypt established that first police officer.
A Pharaoh selected representative to oversee justice and security for each of 42 administrative jurisdictions made up of empire at that time. The PNP's additional responsibilities include maintaining public safety and nation's peace and order. The PNP must also work with local groups to safeguard the country's internal security, investigation, capture and detention of suspects in crime among the main responsibilities of law enforcement. Some law enforcement organizations, in particular sheriff's offices, play a significant role in the detention of people who have been found guilty of crimes. An organizational structure is a system that outlines how certain activities are directed in order to achieve the goals of an organization. These activities can include roles and responsibilities.
Most local police departments have similar hiring processes and job requirements, but details vary from one law enforcement agency to another. Applicants must meet police force requirements for citizenship, education, experience, vision, and physical fitness, and must pass a criminal background check. Along with the minimum requirements to apply, the department may have a list of preferred qualifications, such as firearms training. You must be at least 18 years old, but under the age of 30 years old. You must have a valid driver's license, and you must not have a criminal record. You must be fluent in English and at least one other official language. And the qualification of officer in most organizations demand that officials have a JED or high diploma as minimum, a bachelor's degree, or a certain number of college credits are prerequisites for several organizations, and continuing your education after high school can only benefit your job in law enforcement agency